Today's video covers some topics in design for assembly. I had mentioned that I want to create some videos that are less focused on Creo specific features and functions and more on general engineering principles. Before I go into design for assembly, let me talk about DFX, which some people call design for X, where X stands for another letter covering other disciplines, or design for excellence. And the idea behind design for excellence is that these are different design guidelines for a given discipline, and these different guidelines affect or alleviate problems associated with the processes in that discipline. So, for example, you have design for assembly, design for manufacturability, design for supply chain, design for environment, and this is by far not an inclusive list. Probably by the time that you're done watching this video, someone will come up with another DFX process. So now let's talk about design for assembly. And the whole idea here is that you have a bunch of different principles or guidelines that can help minimize the cost, time, and errors associated with integrating your different products. For example, putting them together, assembling them. And you can see a list of some of the different principles here. And in this video, we're going to touch on two of them. And these will be minimizing the part count and also fasteners. So let's jump into Creo Parametric. Here I am in an assembly. Let me orient you to it. We have a circuit board with some components, and this circuit board is mounted in a tray. Here I have one example of an approach that you can take. I'm going to use one of my combination states to go to an exploded view. And you can see that here I have quite a few different fasteners. I have about 20 different fasteners in order to place this circuit board in the tray. And so we've got a standoff in the middle, we've got some washers, and then we've got some socket head cap screws, and also some nuts down on the bottom. And so that's how this is put together. What I recommend that you do at this point is pause the video and take a few moments to think about how you can reduce time and cost associated with assembling these components together. And so a good starting point for this video is thinking about how can you possibly minimize the part count for this assembly. Here I have a possible alternate approach. Let me go to one of my combined states. And this one, instead of using standoffs with their own washers and nuts, we're using an adhesive bonded fastener. And so that ends up eliminating, in this particular situation, about 8 different components. And so this will make assembling easier, less prone to error, and take less time. And here is yet another approach that you might want to consider. Let me go to a different combined state. And in this particular situation, rather than using the adhesively bonded fasteners, the tray itself has been modified to include the mounting points for the different fasteners in order to place it in here. Now, I think my fastener count might be the same. Maybe it went up. Maybe I need some additional washers in here. But again, these are some different things that you want to consider when you're approaching the design of your assemblies. And in this particular situation, how do we reduce the number of fasteners? And how do we reduce the number of components? And how do we reduce the complexity of putting everything together? So there you have it, a couple of design for assembly principles. I hope this helps you out, and I hope this helps you approach your different design projects with better insight.